Coachella, the music festival that's less about music and more about catching heat stroke in a crochet top. It's the place where celebrities, influencers, and that one guy from your high school, who now sells NFTs, all magically end up in the same desert.
Justin Bieber, Hailey Bieber, and Selena Gomez in Coachella? We gotta talk about this.
And just when we thought the biggest surprise would be another Frank Ocean no-show or someone falling off the Ferris wheel, boom, the universe dropped a real plot twist. Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez at Coachella together. Okay, not together, but like in the same general dusty radius while bass is shaking the ground and emotions are hanging in the air thicker than the weed smoke, together. And here's where it gets juicy.
You know, in the VIP section, then Selena Gomez comes out, bitch. And you know that one, back a few years ago that Justin Bieber got caught searching for Selena Gomez?
Multiple sources say the energy shifted. The vibes, immaculate and complicated. Because let's be real, this wasn't just any awkward ex sighting. This was Justin and Selena, the couple who practically raised a generation of teenage romantics and gave us enough emotional whiplash to last a decade. So yeah, when their eyes allegedly met across the Coachella chaos, this wasn't just a casual, oh hey, remember me? No. This was a full-blown silent indie film moment, complete with dramatic slow-mo, inner monologues, and background music by The Weeknd, just to twist the emotional knife. We're talking unsaid feelings, sparkles in the air, a faint whiff of vanilla body spray and unfinished business. You just know someone blinked a little too slowly. And look, we've all been there. You're vibing, you're dancing. Maybe you're halfway through that $22 lemonade that tastes like childhood and regret, and then bam! The ex appears. Not just an ex. The ex! The one that turned you into a poet at 2 a.m. once. The one your friends are still tired of hearing about. The one that has a weird power over your nervous system even though you're emotionally evolved now. Thank you very much. And suddenly, your whole spiritual healing era gets interrupted by a shared glance and Diplo dropping bass behind you. Iconic! This wasn't just a run-in, it was a glitch in the healing matrix. Because Justin and Selena bumping into each other at Coachella, it's the A-list version of seeing your ex at Target. If Target had lasers, fog machines, and a flower crown budget. Only this time, instead of wearing sweatpants and pretending you didn't see them, you're in a mesh rhinestone dress, your brows are laminated, your heart rate's at 140, and you're trying so hard not to drop your overpriced churro in shock. So yeah, emotional. That's putting it lightly. It was a vibe, a plot twist, and a brief mental crisis wrapped in a pastel festival aesthetic. Because these two, they've got history. And not just a remember when we dated kind of history. No, we're talking tabloid-dominating, song-inspiring, fan fiction-fueling kind of history.
Depression was my life for 5 years straight. Depression and anxiety was the forefront of everything that I did in my life.
Justin and Selena were basically the Romeo and Juliet of the 2010s, if Romeo had frosted tips and Juliet was running a beauty empire. From 2011 to 2018, they gave us everything. On-again, off-again drama, cryptic Instagram captions, award show tension, red carpet chemistry, and enough heartbreak anthems to fill a Spotify playlist titled, Ugh, Love Hurts. And sure, life's moved on. Justin's happily married to Hailey.
She doesn't even pay attention to me. Do ya? Married life.
Selena's casually dropping mysterious boyfriend teases on TikTok like it's no big deal. But that Jelena chapter, yeah, that thing is still bookmarked in the group chat of our hearts. Because let's be real, when you've had that much emotional history with someone, it doesn't just vanish, it lingers, like glitter after Coachella. You try to wash it off, and 3 years later, it's still showing up on your cheek. So what actually happened at Coachella? Was there a full-on dramatic stare down? Did someone drop their drink? Did Justin pull a baby and moonwalk away? Let's break it down. Sources at the Neon Carnival, aka where the VIPs go to escape the TikTokers, say Selena and Justin did see each other. It wasn't planned, it wasn't staged, and nope, no one fainted, but it was intense. Selena, there with a few close friends, reportedly locked eyes with Justin across the crowd, and yes, it was exactly as awkward and dramatic as it sounds. She didn't cry. She didn't storm off. But witnesses say there was definitely a moment. One of those pause everything and rethink your entire early 20s kind of moments. Meanwhile, Justin, rocking a hoodie and looking like he just rolled out of a sound bath, kept it chill, but not too chill, because apparently he also looked emotional. Now let's just take a second to appreciate how wild this is. These two haven't been seen at the same public event in years, and suddenly, they're 20 feet away from each other in the middle of a desert rave surrounded by LED mushrooms and people dressed like disco cowboys. If that's not peak 2025 energy, I don't know what is. And here's where it gets juicier. Because right after the party, fans noticed Selena posted a pretty vague Insta story. Just a soft selfie, a sparkle emoji, and some acoustic guitar in the background. Meanwhile, Justin didn't post a thing. Suspicious? Maybe. Coincidence? Sure. But you know the internet doesn't believe in those. Alright, let's hop in our emotional time machine for a sec. Rewind to the early 2000s and 10s, and Justin and Selena weren't just dating. They were defining young love in Hollywood. It was messy. It was magical. It was a full-blown teen drama series playing out in real time. With better hair and a much bigger budget, they were trying to build a relationship while also dodging paparazzi, dropping chart toppers, and surviving whatever Scooter Braun chaos was happening in the background. Honestly, it was a miracle they made it past lunch dates. Breakup, makeup, fan meltdowns, cryptic tweets, repeat. It was the never-ending loop we couldn't stop watching, even if it hurt a little. But by 2018, the love story came to an official season finale.
I started beginning to gain that confidence when I went through a breakup, and that's something that was super public.
Justin tied the knot with Hailey. Selena healed, glowed up, dropped some hits, launched Rare Beauty, and basically became a self-love icon.
It's a time capsule of a period of my life where I look back and I actually feel bad for that version of myself.
And that, folks, should have been the end of the story, but this is Coachella, and Coachella doesn't do quiet exits. It does emotional plot twists under neon lights. So here we are, years later, clean slates, new partners, and suddenly, boom! Justin and Selena breathing the same overpriced desert air again. Did they talk? No one's confirmed. Did they cry? Not exactly. But did the emotional tension spike higher than a VIP wristband? According to several aggressively curious insiders, oh yeah, because when the past comes strolling back in, and it's wearing sunglasses and a vintage tee, it hits different. Now, of course, no Jelena update is complete without a peek at their current partners. Because yes, they were both very much taken during this surprise Coachella crossover. Hailey Bieber, aka wife, model, skincare queen, and the internet's favorite eyebrow victim, wasn't spotted in the same area when Selena and Justin had their moment. She was doing her own thing, sipping something green, probably looking effortlessly flawless, and possibly dodging fan theories like dodgeballs. And while the whole Selena versus Hailey fan war has calmed down lately, thank every social media manager for that, you just know people were watching Hailey's stories for any sign of a cryptic emoji or strategically timed mirror selfie. Now on Selena's side, enter Benny Blanco. Yes, that Benny. Music producer, songwriter, cinnamon roll enthusiast, and now apparently the chillest boyfriend ever. Selena's made it pretty clear that things are good between them. He's supportive, low-key, and most importantly, not trying to remix her emotional baggage into a TikTok trend.
She's such a forward person, and she's like the coolest, the nicest, the sweetest, like everything.
Sources say Benny wasn't bothered by the Coachella run-in. In fact, rumor has it he wasn't even there. Man was probably at home, in sweats, cooking something weirdly gourmet and leaving Selena sweet voice notes. So, to recap, Jelena moments are back with a bang, because no matter how many years go by when Selena and Justin are in the same 50-foot radius, the nostalgia hits harder than a 2012 Tumblr post. So what does this mean? Is Jelena back? Probably not. Is this going to inspire another hit single? Fingers crossed. Or was it just a weird emotional blip in the middle of the desert? Either way, the internet hasn't stopped talking, and neither have we. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Was this just an awkward Coachella run-in? Or something a little deeper? Hit that follow for more celeb deep dives, because in Hollywood, even the awkward eye contact has layers.